You know how making adult friends usually feels like, well, a second job?
Oh, absolutely. It's exhausting.
Right, like you're either trapped in some stuffy hotel conference room wearing a sticky name badge, or you're just endlessly swiping on apps.
So, okay, let's unpack this. Because for today's deep dive, we're looking at a social experiment down in Florida that completely flips this script.
It really does.
It's a local Speed Mingle event happening in Pensacola, and it is basically the anti-networking mixer.
Yeah, and the details are so interesting. It's taking place on August 21st, 2026 at Slick Lips Seafood and Oyster House.
Great spot, by the way.
Oh, for sure. And it runs from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. But what makes this event so compelling as a case study is honestly what it doesn't have. There's no check-in desk, no coordinator with a clipboard, no itinerary.
Right, it's just a reserved space right before a big community art festival. But wait, I have to push back here.
Sure, go ahead. Because traditional networking is basically forced corporate team building, right? Without a host or a check-in desk or timed rotations, doesn't this just become a chaotic bar scene where you aimlessly search for a Speed Mingle reserved sign? I mean, that sounds like an introvert's absolute nightmare.
Well, what's fascinating here is the underlying psychology of stripping all that infrastructure away.
Okay, how so?
When you remove the mandatory name tags and the forced icebreakers, you're actually tapping into this concept called ambient sociability.
Ambient sociability.
Exactly. In a highly structured mixer, your cortisol spikes because you're performing, right? But here, you're just existing in a shared space where everyone has implicitly opted into being approached. The lack of structure is the structure.
Oh, I see. So by simply putting a reserved sign on a table, it signals safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. They're leaning entirely into the venue's natural ecosystem to lower the barrier to entry even further. I mean, they aren't renting some sterile hall.
Right, they really aren't.
It's happening during a regular happy hour with $1 raw oysters, and there is absolutely zero cover charge to get in. It's 100% free.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, removing that entry fee completely alters human behavior.
Not even.
Think about it. When you pay, say, $40 for a professional mixer, you walk in with a highly transactional mindset.
Oh, yeah. You subconsciously need a return on your investment.
Right. You feel like you need 3 solid business contacts or, a new best friend just to justify the cost.
You become a networking shark.
Exactly. But when it's free and just seamlessly integrated into an environment where you might naturally be grabbing a drink anyway, that pressure just evaporates. It stops being transactional and becomes genuine, hyper-local community building.
Okay, I love that. But let's say you do hit it off with someone over those oysters. If we're stripping away all the engineering, how do you actually follow up?
Well, that's where the tech comes in.
Right, because the event introduces an optional feature called SmartSync. It's $6.99. And I have to admit, I'm a bit confused here. Aren't we trying to escape engineered socializing by, not pushing people to download another digital app? Doesn't that defeat the whole organic purpose?
It sounds counterintuitive, I know, but this raises an important question about how we handle modern vulnerability.
Oh, the fear of rejection.
Exactly. We crave connection, but we are terrified of the awkwardness of rejection or handing over our digital footprints to a near stranger. So SmartSync functions strictly as a psychological safety net.
I see. So what does this all mean for your personal privacy? Is it kind of like a digital burner phone or a digital airlock?
Digital airlock is a great way to put it. Instead of that high-stakes moment where you're asking for a phone number or an Instagram handle, this system creates a temporary private bridge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it allows 2 people who met organically to continue the conversation later without exposing any personal data. And once you match, it provides a built-in, permanently free chat channel. It lowers the barrier to follow up because the perceived risk is just almost zero.
Wow, so it's a brilliant little pressure valve. You get a zero-pressure environment, ambient sociability, and a built-in digital exit strategy that protects your privacy.
The idea.
It's really the perfect pregame for gallery night.
Yeah.
And honestly, an hour-long social experiment like this makes you rethink how hard we try to force human connection.
It really does. Which leaves you with a final thought to mull over today.
Yeah.
If removing the rigid architecture of an event actually fosters better, more authentic connections, how might this change the way we approach physical architecture?
Oh, wow.
Just imagine if our urban planners stopped designing hyper-segmented, single-purpose city blocks and instead started designing our daily routines and neighborhoods with more unstructured spaces, spaces designed specifically to let accidental community happen entirely on its own. Just put up a reserve sign and see who organically shows up.